Welcome, teacher, to the Let Your Light Shine podcast. If you're searching for the freedom and permission to design the life you love as a teacher, you're in the right place. I'm on a mission to help teachers just like you build their own dream school or homeschooling business. In this present day, the world needs you, teacher friend, to step out in faith and give students an education they love and so deserve. In this podcast, I will teach you how to start a fulfilling and profitable homeschooling business that lights you up. I'm Mackenzie Oliver, former elementary teacher and instructional coach, gone homeschool teacher and business builder. I'm here to empower you to step outside the classroom and choose the experiences, the curriculum, and all the moments that put a smile on your face and your students. Does it seem like a dream? Well, it did to me, until God opened the doors and made it reality. Together, we are breaking through fears and moving the crowd. So get out your notebook, sharpen your pencil. It's time to get your teach on.
Hello, teacher friend. I'm so happy to be here with you as we are preparing for back to school. And while that may give you all the jitters, all the feels, maybe even all the thrills, I'm here to share with you how to make this the best year yet. If you are still in the classroom, or if you are starting out as a microschool builder, or you have started your homeschool hybrid program, maybe you are already a part of building your business and you're growing this year 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you have set your mind to. Most importantly, we need to make sure that this is the best year yet. And every year we make sure that we are enjoying it more and more and more, that our students are enjoying it, that the people that we serve are enjoying it, that our families are enjoying this experience. But we have to be very intentional about making this the best year yet. We cannot just go into it fight or flight mode and think, let's just survive this. I wish somebody would have talked to me about this earlier in my years of becoming a teacher, throughout my years of public school teaching, and in my years of starting a micro school. I have learned coming into year 4 how important it is to be very intentional before the school year starts about how to make this an incredible experience. So as I know that right now you may be experiencing trying to look at this as a new normal. Maybe you are just now starting your school out of your house. Maybe you are starting it in a new place. Maybe you are just starting it for the first time ever. It's exciting, but it's also scary. You don't know what to expect. Even going into year 4, going into a new building, hiring new staff, scaling our micro school. I'm feeling excited, but I'm also feeling all sorts of emotions. And so I know that I need to take a step back, spend more time reflecting and planning on how to make this a very incredible year for myself, for my family, our children, our students, and the families we serve. So here's what I am doing as well. I have 6 tips to help each and every one of us. I highly recommend that you write this down and take a little note, because if you really embrace these, I believe that we will all find ourselves in a situation where we feel good, where we feel productive, where we feel fulfilled, where we feel engaged, where we feel inspired. And so number 1, this might be a task that scares you or overwhelms you or makes you have a big lump in your throat. But I'm going to tell you that if you just start here, you will be amazed by how much you can accomplish. And number 1, that is to set goals. It does not have to be perfect. You don't have to have a strategic game plan for this right now, but just go into this year and think, what is one goal that I have for this school year? Professionally, personally, or as a leader, or as someone who has a goal for growth for your school. So for an example, I'll give you mine. A growth goal that I have for our school is to be writing grants. I know that if I spend my time this year writing grants, it will set our school up for so much growth in the future of being able to serve more families and being able to design a school that thrives not just with my leadership, but I can also have others in place for leadership opportunities as well. So grant writing is a goal that I'm going to have for growth. Professionally, I want to embrace very strong, empowering leadership skills for my school, for the parents that we serve, teaching them how to be very active participants in their child's education, for my staff that we have hiring, and for Teacher Let Your Light Shine. I'm really embracing my leadership this year, and I have specific things that I'm going to do to pour into each area of leadership. And then for a personal goal, my personal goal is to be very diligent about protecting my time and the time that I have with my family and my work hours. I've been very good about this over the past couple years, but I do believe that I have to be more intentional as we're growing and scaling and expanding. And I believe that you will need to do this as well. Every year you'll need to be very strategic about time management. So start now on a goal that you have in a way that you can set your time, your boundaries, your personal, your professional, your family, whatever that may be. Number 2, self-care. What hobbies are you going to embark in this year? How are you going to take care of yourself? Are you going to schedule a massage once a month? Are you going to go on a family vacation halfway through the year? What does self-care look like for you? And start putting it down on a calendar. Start putting it on a vision board, a wall somewhere. What does this look like for your mental health, your physical health, your soul, your spirit, your emotional health? Number 3, be very, very strategic about how you will promote a positive environment, whether that be in your home, whether that be in the location that you're going to have the school, whether that be in your classroom or your classrooms. Be very intentional. How are you going to make this positive? For an example, I really am looking forward to embracing the 7 habits of highly effective kids in our school, and I know that that's going to have a ripple effect on our families and on our staff. So that's how we're going to promote a positive environment. In the past and in the years to come, we always start off with a community meeting, get the students very excited, just build them up every single morning before we start our day, and also at the end of the day. So that's how we're promoting a positive environment. And also, I would add to this, number 3, positive environment, positive communication. How are you going to greet your students each day? How are you going to greet the people that you work with? How are you going to greet your parents every day? How are you going to positively communicate with them? Whether that's a weekly email, a monthly newsletter, how will you communicate to produce a positive place for you and those you serve? Number 4, make sure you are collaborating with other people. Our Facebook group is an amazing place. We have a phenomenal opportunity coming to you guys in October 2023, a fantastic way for us to collaborate and to become professionally developed. We have friends in our group, teachers, entrepreneurs, parents in our Facebook group that are always looking for ways to connect, to collaborate, and to become professionally developed. So I highly recommend our Facebook group, that being a number 1 place where you go to find the inspiration and the support that you need. I want to remind you that if you do not go into the Facebook groups in Facebook, then typically you're not going to get any alerts, and the posts that we put into our Facebook group are not going to pop up on your newsfeed. So make it very intentional that you are, as you're scrolling Facebook and you're just numbing out, that you go, oh my gosh, let me go to Teacher Let Your Light Shine Microschool community. Let me pop in there, because the moment that you pop into the group, Facebook says, oh, you like that? Let me show you more information. And we have people posting in there 5, 10, 15 times a day. We have new members popping in every day. Sometimes 10, 20 members a day will pop into our group as new members. So get in there and get yourself plugged in. And if you haven't plugged in a while, just go to Teacher Let Your Light Shine Microschool community. Every time you comment on a post, you will get more and more notifications of what is being put into our group, and that's going to help you to collaborate and become professionally developed. So that's just a little tidbit here that if you don't actually go into Facebook groups, you're not going to get notified, and then you just poof, get lost in cyberspace. Number 5, I mentioned this earlier with number 1, and that is protecting your time. I would be very, very diligent about what you want your days to look like. Start with a schedule. Start training yourself right now, little bit by little bit, to get yourself up earlier in the morning. Protect your time with how it's going to be in the afternoon. Maybe start your buffer blocks right now. For an example, if you want to be done by 3:30 every day, start doing that now, because you'll find yourself bleeding into working in the afternoon or the night. And if you have that habit right now, it's going to continue through the school year. Protecting your time is a habit, so start now. And number 6, please do this. Please put this on your calendar, and that is time to celebrate. I have the Full Focus Planner, and at the beginning of the Full Focus Planner, we set goals, and we write about how we're going to celebrate when those goals are reached. And I'm very intentional about when these goals are reached, that I put on our calendar the ways that we're going to celebrate. It could be dinner out with your family. It could be a staycation. It could be a foot massage. It could be getting a new planner, getting new plans for your house. It could be getting new diffusers, getting a new rug. Maybe it's something for your school. But celebrate yourself. Find time to celebrate your students. Find time to celebrate in your school. But most importantly, if you don't put it on a calendar, it's not going to get done. So please get a calendar. I actually got just a monthly calendar. I got it at Target. It's super simple, and I love it because, I've got a planner. I've got my Google Calendar. I've got a lot of things to help me stay organized. I've got a calendar up on my wall. But what I love about this just 12-month calendar is it's a little bit of a notebook style. It's got some note pages in the front. It's very thin. It's like a very small notebook. I'm actually going to be taking a picture of this for the Facebook post that goes along with this particular episode. I want to say that this has helped me just by brainstorming and giving me a year at a glance. And so I highly recommend get yourself a 12-month calendar that's a notebook style, get some erasable pens, and start jotting down some really great ideas and ways to celebrate so that it's not getting all jumbled up into your personal planner or your work planner, whatever planners you have. I like this because I can carry it around and it's almost like a brain dump calendar. I hope that this has helped you. Let me go through these tips one more time. Number 1, set goals. Number 2, think about self-care. Be intentional about it. Number 3, create a positive environment, positive communication. Number 4, be sure to collaborate and professionally develop yourself, which, by the way, buy some books. Number 5, protect your time. And number 6, celebrate and put those celebrations in your calendar. I look forward to seeing you back here in just a few days. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.
Hey, teacher friend. Thanks so much for listening to today's show. I pray it inspired you, touched you, or challenged you in some way, because we are making big shifts and using our teaching gifts for God's glory like never before. I'm so grateful for you. The number one way you can support this show is to leave a written review on Apple Podcasts and also share this with another teacher. Come join me in the Virtual Teachers Lounge, known as the Teacher Let Your Light Shine Facebook group. Until next time, keep shining your teacher light. The world needs you.